It's Rob!
Tony! And I'm Jeff.
We're in gaming.
And that's you.
Hello gamers and welcome back to the And I'm Rob, or Warshack if you want to call me by my in-game name, of course, and we are going to be knocking out, again, the Road to Legend video. We used to call it the Road to Rank 1, but I don't know why we'd call it the Rank 1, because Rank 1's not the end, Legend's the end. And then from there, we're going to hit Rank 1 Legend. Just kidding. We're just going to hit Legend and call it a day. It's enough. It's a grind as is, no doubt, but I'm sure we can do it. School's almost wrapping up for me. I've got like 2 more finals to go, which means I've got like, I think 3 weeks of literally nothing to do besides play Hearthstone, and in that 3 weeks, I have no doubt in my mind that we'll be able to hit Legend if we grind hard enough. So this beginning hand, I've got a couple more things to say, but off this mulligan here, we'll probably get rid of the Unstable Portal and Fireball. Clockwork Gnome's good, and depending on who we're going against, the Clockwork Gnome, even though it's a 1-drop, may not be that great because of its 1 HP. So Cogmaster and Spider Tank, nice. So, rank 10, it's pretty much I think it's 2 or 3 days into the new season here, so we're just going to play Mech Mage, which I haven't played in a while, just to kind of grind up the ranks a little bit. It's a really kind of fast-paced deck. It's not so much, like Control Warrior, Fatigue Warrior, Reno Lock, where you drag on the games past turn 10. Most of the times with playing this deck, the games pretty much end before turn 8. And if it ends before turn 8, I normally win, but if it drags on, Mech Mage is not there to kind of, it's not that long game, it's that short burst. So we'll hit off, if we, do we kill a zombie chow or we don't kill a zombie chow? Normally you just go face with it, but I think we kill a zombie chow because he can make a really favorable trade against our Clockwork Gnome, and then his other zombie chow could kill our Cogmaster, and then both of his will be alive instead of just one being alive. And the fact that he had a Mortal Coil off the top does not help us at all. Like before, one of card would live, but now no cards lived. But Spider Tank on turn 3 is nice. Also, if you saw our Mech Mage video from a while ago when we went from, I believe, rank 2 to rank 1, we were playing a very similar Mech Mage list, but it contained the Fel Reaver, and I've replaced the Fel Reaver in here with 2 of the Technicians. This is because there's a lot of aggro decks right now, and the Technician allows us to get those spare parts to kind of make a little bit better early game, and also it combos with the Archmage. So it's just kind of, you can switch out the Technicians with Fel Reavers if you want, but I found having a little bit more early game with the Technician besides the Spider Tank has been a little bit helpful during this current meta. So from here, we throw down the Blast Mage, hoping it hits that 2-1 that's invisible. It did, and now we're going to kill off the 2-2, so now we've got a pretty nice field. It doesn't die to Hellfire. If we would have left the 2-2 up, he could have definitely made a favorable trade into our Blast Mage, which we do not want to happen. Blast Mage is, it's a pretty beefy card. I mean, he doesn't have a ton of health, but 5 attack definitely. Swing it on your opponent 2 or 3 turns. Oh, wow. He just gave up. The power of Blast Mage, everybody. So, we are 1 win into rank 10. Hopefully, we'll be able to kind of sweep in and take most of these games as a win. As soon as you get on that win streak, it's like, what, 2 or 3 games within a level, and you're able to move to the second level because there's not that many stars along with you having the win streak. When we get down to like rank 5, there's no win streak, so those definitely takes a little bit more time to grind up then. But yeah, so main point, hopefully we can just stay on a win streak. So again, we're going against another Warlock. Whenever I go against a Warlock, I haven't seen Handlock in a long time, and we'll talk about that in a second. So I think we keep Cogmaster, and that's pretty much it. Unstable Portal, the only time I normally keep that in my opening hand if I have Mana Worm too, and then so I can Mana Worm into Unstable Portal and hopefully I get a 3-drop or less. Even though if it's not a great 3-drop or less, it's just a card to put on the field and it also beefs up our Mana Worm. So from here, just throwing out the Cogmaster, I don't see why we wouldn't, and then following turn is probably a Snow Chugger, and then hopefully by 2 turns we'll be able to draw at least another 2-drop, so combo on turn 3 with the other Cogmaster, or we can, just draw a 3-drop and be able to play Spider Tank or something. Oh, so Mech Warper works out pretty nice. So do we play Mech Warper and call it a day, or do we Snow Chugger and then Mech Warper next turn with Cogmaster? Because normally if we're going against like a warrior or something, I'd throw out the Snow Chugger right away, even though the Mech Warper might be a better play, so it freezes them and it stops any weapons that they may have in hand, like the War Axe or the Despite, which is pretty devastating versus any sort of aggro deck which we're playing now. But I think Mech Warper is a decent play here. And because it's a mech, of course, the Cogmaster gets buffed by 2. And I was mentioning something before, and then I paused and I forgot what I was saying. Anyway. Also, with the free-to-play series, guys, I've decided, due to all of the popular demand and all of the comments we've been receiving, I'm going to try to get at least 3 videos on that a week. A guy made a good point. Okay, hold on. Snowchugger Cogmaster. Yeah, and then swing for 5. So one of our followers made a good point and said, because it's a free-to-play account, you're definitely going to have to put some time on it, which is, I understand, I was ready to do that when we made the account, but if we only make like 2 videos a week, the progression on the account will be so slow that you guys might get bored. So definitely playing it a lot is going to be important so we can see progression a lot quicker, and we'll also be able to make it pretty far in here. And if he was about, I was scared because if he just Hellfired that, I was going to concede. I'm sorry, but clearing 4 creatures on turn 4 and only having 2 cards in hand would have been absolutely horrible. So we're just going to go face. We're going to have no respect for the Mountain Giant and Molten Giants. And that's what it reminded me, guys. When I said we can always expect it to be kind of Reno Lock or Rush Lock, I was going to say we haven't seen a hand lock in a long time, but it looks like we are playing a hand lock, but it doesn't look like he has that great of a hand. Okay, so he does have the Molten Giant. If he has a Shadow Flame, we're still in a good position because we'll be able to Fireball Frostbolt. So he does have the Shadow Flame, which is really bad for us if we didn't have these 2 cards in hand. So we're going to throw down the Loatheb, and if he doesn't heal bot and or, what is that card? It like heals Earthen Farseer, heals for 3. So yeah, we're going to Loatheb. If he heals for anything, we're probably going to lose because it's just going to buy him more time to find or to dig into another heal bot. But for the most part, if he just plays nothing, we're just going to Frostbolt Fireball to face. Alright, so there's the taunt, and that's pretty much it. He's going to kill off Loatheb, of course, and then it's game over. Fireball to face, Frostbolt to face for 9 whole damage. It was really lucky that we had those, by the way. If we did not have those, we would have lost. Because him having the the Hellfire and or the Shadow Flame against a Rush deck is just so essential. Also, Dark Bomb is normally a card that the handlock would want to keep, but it doesn't look like he had that. Didn't look like he had that card that early on. Also, guys, I don't think we're going to talk about the deck list at the end of the videos like I normally do, because this is a road to rank 1. Not a road to rank 1, that's what we used to call it, the road to legend. Because this isn't really a deck guide, this is kind of just a playthrough of me going through the ranks, because there's been a few comments saying, hey, Warshack, it's been a while since you've uploaded, a video of you actually going through the ranks and not so much deck guides, so I figured I'd throw another season of these in here and see how well this series does. And if it does well, we'll keep doing it. But if not, we'll focus in on something else that you guys definitely like to watch. So that's what this channel's about. It's making content that you enjoy. And that starting hand really didn't, I wasn't feeling it. It didn't have any low drop creatures. The perfect curve is to have a creature every turn with this deck. The whole deck is designed to have a good amount of 1 drops, good amount of 2 drops, a decent amount of 3 drops, very powerful 4 drops, and to finish off with a 5 or a 6 drop. The Fiery War Axe is definitely not so good for us. If he didn't have that card, it would have been great, but it did. So I think I just throw out the... see what we get on an Unstable. Alright, the Auctioneer will be helpful. Normally I could have Mech Warpered and then coined into Snowchugger, but with that, either one of them is going to die, and I'm pretty sure you'd kill the Snowchugger, and I just felt like it wasn't a good play there. It wasn't a particular reason, I just felt like seeing what would come out of Unstable Portal. From here, we can play Snowchugger, and I kind of want to hold on to the coin for the Auctioneer, to be completely honest. The War Axe really messes me up. So this is the play I guess we should have done last turn, maybe. I was hoping he'd go face with the Axe, just because, I don't know. So he's definitely killed the Snowchugger first, like I mentioned. So he had the Despite. So it wouldn't have surprised me last turn if he went face. Alright, so we're going to throw down the Auctioneer. Or we can Snowchugger. I think we throw down the Auctioneer. We give it health, because then the Despite can't kill it. We coin into the Snowchugger, which we almost... Stop! Man, no. Snowchugger. When you, draw cards and you're, in your hand, it's, moving shit around. And I've seen so many misplays. Some funny videos of people, they're, trying to play quickly and they're drawing at the same time. And they'll, go to play something, but it'll move over when they play it. So some guy, double innervated coin Dr. Boom, and it, didn't play Boom. It played, a 4-drop or something. It was so funny. He got fooled. Alright, so we're going to Frostbolt the Armor Smith. We're definitely going to hit face with the Snow Chugger, so that's not even... That's without a doubt going to do that. I suppose we could have played double Mana Worm, but then we're prone to a Brawl. So playing another creature is questionable, but I'll play... We'll just play the Spider Tank and go face. I probably should have just played... We shouldn't have played anything, to be honest, but I figure if he doesn't have Brawl, we need to put in a good amount of damage before it gets too late in the game. But if he does have Brawl, which of course he does because it's a warrior... Hopefully my Blast Mage lives. Or Snow Chugger. Alright, Snow Chugger lived. And I don't even know why I said Blast Mage. I meant the Auctioneer. So, 6 mana. I think we Blast Mage and then double Mana Worm or Mech Warper and then the other mech to power him up. Yeah, if we would have double Frost Worm, that'd been kind of silly because we have no spells in our hand. But normally, Frost Worm is definitely a great card to play. But I just realized we had no spells. So the other two made a little bit more sense. And then also, it's heading on turn 6. And if our spare parts guy dies, then we actually get a spare part for the Archmage to fuel him. So that's good too. Alright, so I think we're going to double Mana Worm, which we did last turn. Now we have a spell to combo it with the Unstable Portal. Let's see what we get. Reno Jackson. A golden Reno Jackson, nice. So we're going to get a spare part from this guy and then swing for 7. I guess we could have swung face with our Blast Mage, but I don't particularly like leaving warriors with any creatures on the field. If we have the ability to, you know, make a trade but still have huge field control, which we do now, and I would never normally play this many creatures, but he's already used 1 Brawl. So, golden Reno Jackson looks really cool, by the way. So he has a Hellscream out. There's the Boom. We're going to actually... Do we have lethal here? I think we do. If we use this on our Mana Worm, it actually gives him +2 attack, and it gives the other one +1, which is a 3 attack difference, and I believe that was the exact amount we needed to win. Yep. So 4, 3, 2, 3, and then 2. That worked out quite well. Whenever the Warriors blow their first Brawl out, you can kind of go crazy on the field. Most of them don't play 2 Brawls. I actually play 2 Brawls just because of that. Most people just don't. They don't play around the second Brawl because it's not there. But I definitely, in my Control Warrior, I've thrown in that second Brawl, even though I used to say 2 is too much, 1 is just enough. But it's actually come in handy. So if you do play Warrior right now, I would throw in the second Brawl. Just a little tip there. Because there definitely are a lot of aggro decks on the ladder right now. And playing a Brawl just devastates them so much. Even if they only have 3 cards on field. 1 for 2, and if it gets rid of one of their bigger cards, oof. So we're going to keep the Mana Worm, of course. Hopefully we can draw into like an Unstable Portal or a True Drop. 3 drop? Okay, so we're looking for a 2 drop next turn. We've got 2 turns of drawing to be able to pull off a 2 drop. I think that's pretty easy to say. There's a Frostbolt. There is a 2 drop, so if he plays Darnassus, we'll be in a good position. If he doesn't play Darnassus, then the Frostbolt was kind of a dry draw. But for the most part, Frostbolt against a Druid is something you'd want to keep anyway because of Darnassus Aspirant. So ideally, we want him to coin out Darnassus Aspirant. Normally, I would never say that if we didn't have Frostbolt, but we do. So, have a good hand, Druid. Alright, so he's going to Living Roots. So if we do not draw a 2 drop, we are going to use our Fireball and kill off the other one with our Mana Worm. Alright, Innervate. Okay, so... And coin? Jesus Christ. Is he going to Living Roots again? Okay, so Mounted Raptor. Wow. So it looks like this guy is playing Eggroll Druid. That's the only deck right now that plays that Raptor besides my Beast Druid deck, which you guys haven't seen yet, but it's coming. So we're going to Frostbolt the Raptor. Let's see what he gets out of it. He gets a little Drake. So we're actually going to use this to kill off one of his 1/1s. If we used it to kill the 1/1, then he could passive to get rid of it. But if we kill a 1/1, he still has to swing another creature into it, allowing us to kill 2 creatures. So hopefully that made sense. If he doesn't want to swing his 2/1 into it, which of course... He could swing his 2/1 into it and save it, but that's still 2 creatures in comparison to us just attacking the 2/1 prior and then him just using his passive to kill our Mana Worm. So he did swing the 2/1 into it, which is fine. We got rid of 2 creatures with our Mana Worm. With this matchup, we basically we need to control the field. So making trades in this is pretty important. The Egg Druid relies on having at least 4 cards on the field at all times, so he's able to buff them and then create more creatures, and then at the end, of course, the Savage Roar combo. We're going to kill off this Egg here, which normally people would never do because it's buffed and it creates 2/1s all the time, but it only creates 1/2/1 if we're able to kill it, and hopefully this will ping the 2/1 off. It didn't, and he gets a Hungering Crab, but his field still isn't that great. In order for him to kill Blast Mage, he'll have to passive, and then that doesn't allow him to play a 4-drop, which he most likely has in his hand. Probably like a Shredder or something, if he's playing that version. I'm not sure which kind of Eggroll Druid he's playing, but yeah. Yeah, so if you see, when he played Living Roots, it could have been an Aggro Druid or Ram Druid. I mean, Living Roots is played in most Druid decks, at least one copy, but the fact that he also played the new Raptor card, that gives away the Eggroll Druid. And I knew he wasn't playing Beast Druid because I haven't released that deck yet, and no one else plays the deck. And surprisingly, Beast Druid is doing pretty well. No one sees it coming. It's got a great curve. It always puts creatures on the board really early on. It's a really interesting deck. I think you guys will like the Beast Druid a lot. So, get ready for that deck, guys. So he has 3 cards in hand, 2 cards on field, the same as us. Next turn when we draw one, we'll be up 1 card, which is nice. And also we've got 2 7-drops, which isn't so nice, but I mean, if we can at least live a little bit longer, and I had no idea why he just Defender of Argus if he plans to swing both his creatures into our Blast Mage. He should have just swung face. He would have, like, I guess the Blast Mage wouldn't have died if he swung face, but it wouldn't have been that bad anyway, because if he's this far behind, this early on, then you gotta risk it for the biscuit, boys. You can't just try to kill off 5-4 Blast Mages when you have no cards in hand. Okay. Also, of course, if you have any questions about the deck list on the right, feel free to leave that in the comment section below. Always up for answering any questions you guys have. Again, that's what I'm here for. Also, feedback is always welcome. We've been receiving. Hold on. We're gonna kill off the egg, of course. We're going to ping off the 2/1, which we have the mana to. So normally we'd play creatures, but we can't. And then we're just gonna swing face. Killing the Shredder really isn't a big deal because he's going to use the Shredder probably to try to kill either the Mech Warper or the Spider Tank. We definitely have the initiative here, and then next turn, Dr. Boom, of course, and/or Archmage, but most likely Dr. Boom because we don't have any spare parts to fuel the Archmage. But yeah, like I was saying, the free-to-play account, we've been seeing free-to-play account series videos, that's long to say, so we've been receiving so much feedback on that, and it's really good, and it helps us a lot when, the scheduling of which we should pump out the videos, how often, what you guys want to see, how should they be formatted, how long it is. So any sort of constructive criticism or feedback is always welcome. Even if it's not so good, you're like, hey, I don't like this, you could fix that. If it's constructive criticism, always welcome here at the end. So we're going to kill off this Shredder because it only has 1 health left. It's going to summon 2 cards. I know that. That's sad. So we're going to kill the... We can kill the 2/3 and we'll kill off the 2/2. That only leaves Dr. Boom on the board. Normally, I probably wouldn't have traded against the Shredder. I guess we could have gone face, but I think just clearing out the field was nice because Savage Roar combo would have been able to kill my Dr. Boom, which was not so nice. So, easy life, easy win. That is our rank 9. We were able to pretty much do that relatively easy. I think we're going to be playing Mech Mage through rank 9 to 8 as well. We might change it up. I might play my Beast Druid deck the next ones, but we'll figure that out as we go along. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and there will be more to come. So, of course, as always, I am Warshack, and happy whatever the hell day it is.